Hey guys, welcome back to my real Beautiful Brown Live TV, and I am Aisha. I'm so excited that I'm back here for another episode, but also a topic that has been going on for a long time. But before we actually get into today's video, please subscribe, please like, share, and comment, but also don't forget to hit the notification bell just so that you know when I publish another episode, another experience. Yes, guys. So basically, the topic that we're going to be discussing today, and of course, in each topic that I do on this channel, I always share my own personal experience. I never try to just come on here and just talk and don't, provide you with some facts as to what I'm saying, to basically also to give more breadth to what I'm actually talking about. So that's what I actually wanted to do. So yes, I would honestly say today, y'all, that this video definitely is timely, and it's so important because many young people, especially people in my age group, feel misunderstood. They feel as though they've been told a lot what you should do, what you should aspire to do, what you should do, honestly. But honestly, there's been a lot of telling, but no direction, no empathy, not a lot of emotion, honestly. Because I'll say that the saying that parents don't understand is definitely not a relative statement, not something that is all the way true. Some parents, I'm not going to speak for every single parent because being a parent is not easy. There is so much level of responsibility that hats off to parents, but I would say that how a child or how the child of a parent can actually understand their parent, but as well as help their parent understand them, is just by telling the truth. I would say for me and my mom's relationship, my mom, she's a strong woman, but I was raised in a single parent home. Y'all know how that is. Unfortunately, there is a lot of things, and there's a lot of dysfunctions that is present, especially in the Black community. It is more prominent to have the absence of a father. Unfortunately, that is a reality. It's more common, let's just say. In other diasporas, some parents may not be married, but you see a family together, either if it's a complete unit, either if it's just them cohabitating for the sake of the children. So it's definitely something that I've always seen prevalent in the Black community, is of course a single mother, the mother raising a child the best way they know how, despite not having financial, spiritual, psychological presence or support from the father. And I would honestly say that that has definitely been difficult for me, especially because I've seen my mom constantly rising like a phoenix despite not having that level of support, and sometimes even all of the time putting herself on the back burner so that way we can be able to have a relatively good life or a stable constitution. So I would honestly say that, first off, understanding why your parent is telling you what they're telling you helps you to actually understand where they're coming from, but as well as helps you to also see their story. Because let's say if a parent says, I want to give you what I didn't have, sometimes that is a relative statement, where if a parent was not born rich or born with a lot, they want to make sure that their child doesn't taste the bitter taste of poverty. So I would honestly say that that is a statement that should be understood further. but as well as having transparency between a parent and a child helps a great deal. Because for me and my mom, her being transparent with me helped me to actually further understand, okay, what's happening here, girl? Because we get down, we have real discussions, we are literally on the same level in terms of our train of view of having real discussions. Nothing is uncut. We have respect for one another, of course, but there's a level of transparency where I understand her and she understands me. So I would honestly say that having a level of transparency builds bridges. It helps for a child to understand why a parent does what they do, why they say what they say, why they're there, and why they're not there, instead of expecting a child to further understand or accept what they see. Because ultimately speaking, even on topics of what do you want to be, what do you want to grow up, what do you want to do, where do you want to work, what expectations, we have to understand that there is some heritages as well as some familial responsibilities that parents pass on to their children to carry on the torch of their family. Many of us are privy and are well knowledgeable of all of that. So that's why I really want us to really have these discussions as to why do we think parents don't understand. There are factors where some parents just, no matter what you do, will not listen to you, and those factors are real. But let's also dive in deeper as to how we can better understand ourselves. So that way, even if our parents don't understand, we know what we know and we understand ourselves. That's the main goal, y'all, is for us as young people to actually become stronger, to actually become more fearless and more wise, more understanding of one another. Because the worst thing is for this new generation to fall flat because we allow what the last generation or the generations before us get in the way of what we're supposed to be doing and what we can do. That would be the saddest tragedy. So that's why my goal ultimately, y'all, is to really come on here and share how we can be strong together. The whole goal is for all races, especially races of young people, can know that the most important thing is the level of transparency would also help us to actually understand one another. One another of a different race too. Because it's one thing for us to say that parents don't understand, but if we're also going to carry on the training and the teaching of our parents, good or bad, we could also be losing out on opportunities to get to know someone else because of that learned behavior, that learned training. So that's why we also have to understand and take accountability that even though our parents sometimes don't understand, how are we developing our understanding of ourselves, our understanding about our journeys, our understanding about God, as well as our understanding about our purpose in this life. Because when our parents, I don't even want to discuss it, but when our parents, when they're, older, elderly, gray hair, all of that beautifulness, and when they're no longer, like, my God, Lord, no. But that's life, that's the reality. Lord. I'm not coming on YouTube with none of that. I'm sorry. No. You see, this is authentic, y'all. Y'all seeing me in my real self. So I just want y'all to know that that's a part of life, but then what about us, the next generation? That's why we have to do our work. Now, the harvest is so ripe, y'all. We are young. We are, whatever education you need to get, as long as it's legal, as long as it's not going to get you in trouble, and as long as it's really going to help you evolve as a person, take it. Either if it's a little course, either if it's at a university, either if it's just through reading, either if it's starting a YouTube channel, either if you love to bake, crochet, all of that good stuff. Pursue that, perfect it, be the best at it in your field. But most importantly, don't stop thinking and remembering that you have to be your better representation of your generation. So that way the generation that we create is better than us, like way better than us, that they have a fighting chance. Because this is a battle, y'all. We are in a war. And I'm not talking about what's on the news. I'm talking about a spiritual one. So let's all really band together, have conversations, get out our feelings. But let's get it out, but let's not be in them, that we forget that our parents are our parents. I pray that this video has definitely been comforting to you, that you are not alone in your predicament, but there's an option, there's a resolution to get out of your predicament. I don't want y'all to say, oh, yay, we're not alone, but it's one thing to feel like you're part of something, but it's another way to get out of that situation too. So I don't want this to be a pity party moment. I want this to be a moment where you have that real emotion and experience that I just provided you. But it's important to know that there's a resolution, there's a wholehearted answer to it. Be your 100% authentic self. That don't mean you gotta be fighting, cussing, going off the panhandle. You can be as calm as I am, just talking. But just be yourself. And if your parents don't listen to you just being your authentic self, then that's not your responsibility to make them listen. Your responsibility is to develop yourself, go on your own journey, build your own relationship with the Lord, because He's always there, always, and fulfill your purpose for your life. That's your purpose. That's your plight as a human being on this earth, is to fulfill your purpose. And no matter what, rain, sleet, or snow, parent, child, uncle, auntie, whoever, you have your own purpose to live. And God will help you. Just ask Him. He's like right there. He's always there. And I hope that this video has definitely not only been a little sermonette for you, but also an inspirational moment that you can be able to have that reassurance that there is a light at that end of the tunnel. Okay, there is a light at the end of the tunnel. Let's keep going. So please subscribe to this channel. Please like, share in this video, or listen to the podcast if you're listening. And let's keep talking. Let's keep doing more. Let's build a strong community, y'all. That's the goal. Community of young people, community of all ages, growing. If you're here for that, you have arrived. So I'll see you guys in another video, and stay safe, stay blessed, stay beautiful. And thank you so much for watching my real beautiful brown life. Bye. See you guys later.